Okay, guys, let's go through some examples of the describing with the absolute value that we did the other day. So first of all, if I look at A, because there's no number in front of that, I assume it's just a positive 1 in front of the absolute value, which means for sure that I know it opens up. This plus 4 on the end means that it's a shift on the y-axis. And if it's plus 4, that means that it goes up 4. Okay, now, when I'm talking about movement, that means if I had the x and y axis here, we start out thinking about the parent function, which would be right here. So when we do that, and we're going to compare it to this graph that we have, that means if I basically took that graph and went up 4, the graph would sit right here. So really it's this idea that it picks it up and slides it from where it was to where it is now. Okay, now, on this one over here, there's kind of two pieces I have to look at. First of all, no number there, so I assume it's positive 1. So that means it opens up. If I have a plus 4 in the inside, first of all, that is a shift on the x-axis. And remember, that's opposite. So if it's at positive 4, it really wants to go negative 4. So if I have my x and y axis here, and I went over to negative 4, that would be where this graph would be. Okay, let's go down to the next ones. Okay, on this one, again, no number in front, so I assume it's a positive 1, which means it opens up. This minus 4 on the end means that it's a shift on the y-axis. So if it's minus 4, that means it goes down 4. So if I have my x and y axis here, down 4 would be down to negative 4. And that would be my graph. Okay, just to make this one a little different, how about let's consider this one's negative. So if it's negative out in front, that means it's basically a negative 1, which means it opens down. This minus 4 is a shift on the x-axis. So remember, it's opposite. So if it's negative 4, it really goes to positive 4. So if I make my x and y axis, goes over to positive 4, and then it opens down. Okay, let's look at some that have a mixture of movements. So if I have something that looks like this one, I assume there's a positive 1 in front, which means that it opens up. This plus 4 on the end is a shift on the y-axis. So positive 4 means it goes up 4. And this right here is a shift, on the x-axis. So remember, if it's on the x-axis, it's opposite. So if it's negative 2, it really goes to positive 2. So if I have my x and y axis over here, it would have to go up 4 and over to positive 2, and that's going to be where the bottom of the V is. And if it opens up, it goes that way. Okay, I want to do just a couple more about describing. So let's call this one F. So if you have something like this, first of all, this negative in the front means it's a -1, so it opens down. If there is a 5 inside, first of all, if the number is inside, that's horizontal. If the number is bigger than 1, that means that it's a shrink. And whatever that number is, it's going to be by a factor of 5. Now, it would still be a factor of 5 even if there was a negative inside of there. Because remember, we consider what the number is without the sign. Okay? Go over your stuff from Friday, and this is where we'll start tomorrow for your warm-up.